The LEGO Company loves frogs. This classic LEGO frog piece has been produced in over 15 different colors, and LEGO designers frequently sneak it into sets where it doesn't seem to belong. Despite this love for frogs, LEGO has never really made a dedicated frog model. There have been mini builds and poly bags, and this frog is one of the options from a Creator 3-in-1 set, but I think we can do better. Today, we'll be building a LEGO frog, a pond he can call home, and a mechanism to make him actually jump. Let's get to it. Let's start with our frog's head. The head is the most important part of any creature build, and we need it to be immediately recognizable. We'll begin by building up a basic rounded shape with plates and curved slopes. These gray modified bricks will let us connect these tan discs to serve as our frog's eyes, topped off with some small printed tiles. Next, we'll begin a white underbelly for our frog. Our frog's head is looking great. Let's get ready to add some legs. These ball joint connectors will be perfect for attaching the front legs. The feet of our frog are very simple. These white rounded plates serve as toes, and we will connect the feet and front legs using more ball joints. We have some goals to keep in mind as we begin to build the body of our frog. We'll need a sturdy connection point for the frog's head, 3 pairs of Technic pinholes to accommodate both the back legs and the eventual jumping mechanism, and of course we'll need to continue the olive green and white color scheme. Despite the limited space available, we'll also find room for a few more gray modified bricks. These will give us some important extra connection points to work with later. Our frog's body is pretty boxy at the moment, but we can change that by adding a small sub-build to give a slight curve to his spine. That's better. Now we can connect the frog's head and body. We built this connection to be extra secure since our eventual plan is to have the entire build able to leap forwards just like a real frog. The back legs of our frog will need to stretch and extend in a jumping motion. Each segment of the back legs will be constructed using these modified plates with Technic pinholes. We'll add olive green slopes on top to fill out the rest of the legs. Each back leg will have 2 leg segments and a foot. Each back foot is built with more of these white rounded plates to serve as toes and another modified plate to connect to the legs. Finally, let's use some Technic pins to connect all 3 pieces together and attach the leg to our frog. After attaching the remaining leg, our frog is complete. It works great as a standalone model, but I haven't given up on making our frog jump, and I even have some ideas on how to get started. If you were a LEGO fan back in the early 2000s, you probably remember LEGO Bionicle. In 2002, LEGO released my favorite line of Bionicles, the Bow-Rock. What made these guys so cool was their main play feature. By pressing a lever on the figure's back, the Bow-Rock's entire head would shoot forward like a battering ram. This abrupt forward motion is exactly what I'm looking to incorporate in the model of our frog. By looking at this real Bow-Rock, we can see that the mechanism is extremely simple. There is a main Technic lift arm here that's driven by the lever in the back. This second Technic lift arm keeps the head stable as it moves forwards and backwards. Let's use what we've learned from the Bow-Rock to design a mechanism for our frog. We'll begin with a simple base. This doesn't need to be pretty, it's just a prototype that we can rebuild into our final model later. This first lift arm will drive all the motion in our model. Later on, we'll add a simple lever that will let us move it forwards and backwards. Like the Bow-Rock, we need a second supporting lift arm to keep the frog stable as it moves through the arc of its jump. Let's quickly pop on that lever to drive the first lift arm. These white bricks will represent the belly of our frog. Keep in mind that our model frog's body does not rest level with the ground, it sits at an angle. To achieve this same angle, our supporting lift arm is 1 notch longer than the main driving lift arm. Remember that these white bricks represent the body of our frog. When we attach them to the lift arms, you'll see that they sit at the same angle we saw before. Watch the white bricks attached to the lift arms. This is the arc that our frog will eventually move through. Our frog's feet will need to be anchored to the ground so that his legs can fully extend as he jumps. I want to build a platform upon which we can attach his feet, but this is easier said than done. Remember that when we designed our frog, we made his body 3 studs wide, an odd number. To accommodate this odd spacing, we'll need to build the platform upon these jumper plates. Now his feet are perfectly centered. It's finally time to remove these white stand-in bricks and test our mechanism using the actual frog model. I've temporarily removed his back legs so we have easy access to the Technic pinholes we included in his body. We'll attach our frog to the lift arms using these Technic axles. So far, so good. As the frog jumps, his legs will undergo a lot of stress, so we need to make sure they are anchored securely to both the base plate and the frog's body. The motion of the frog's jump is looking great, which means it's time to start thinking about the surrounding scenery. I'm envisioning the frog sitting on the edge of a pond, so it appears that he is leaping into the water. Let's begin by figuring out how to create the water for our pond. I have these transparent light blue and dark blue tiles, but neither look quite right to me. I'd like to add a greenish hue to the water, so let's try layering some of these transparent green 1x1 plates underneath our transparent blue tiles. This looks great. Building large sections of these water plates will be pretty parts intensive, but I think the final result will be worth it. This water panel is looking perfect, though we'll need a lot more of them to finish our model. Before we fill in the rest of our pond, let's figure out what the land around the pond will look like. The edge of the pond will be pretty simple. By layering a variety of these brown wedge plates, we can create a pond side that feels natural and which gradually slopes up to where the frog will sit. This tiny slice of pond serves as a great proof of concept, and now we just need to scale it way up. We're off to a great start. You'll notice we left a few exposed studs where we'll be adding pieces of the shoreline as well as a larger gap in the back. I want the frog to sit at an angle in the back corner, so I've created an angled section of the base where the jumping mechanism will sit. Speaking of the mechanism, I recreated our prototype from earlier in more appropriate colors. Let's add it to the base and then use a universal joint to connect the lever. Let's begin creating the shoreline around the water. We'll need to leave space for the Technic lift arms to stick through, but we can minimize the gap by using wedge plates cut at the same angle. The shoreline is looking pretty barren at the moment, but we'll soon add plenty of plant life to liven things up. This black border will help clean up the edges of our model. Now it's time to add our frog. I've once again removed his back legs to access the Technic pinholes in his body. Now we can add them back into place. We'll definitely need some plant life around the pond. Our goal here is to frame our frog, not cover him up, so we'll need to design some plants with smaller leaves to place in the foreground and some larger plants for the background. After adding these plants all around the pond side, we can finally take a look at our completed model. I'm really happy with how this model turned out. It functions seamlessly and looks great on display. If you'd like to see more videos like this, consider subscribing. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.